testosterone levels and boost your energy with personalized plans tailored to your goals. Learn more at slimdowne.com or call 402-480-6680. Ascend Aesthetics, where transformation begins. Picture a hot summer day, sun blazing in the fields as far as the eye can see. Now imagine you're a teenager making bank, all while enjoying the great outdoors. Welcome to Nats Detasseling Inc., where they're not afraid to sweat. This summer, join the Nats team for an unforgettable experience. Forge friendships, learn responsibility, and earn money. Visit notafraidtosweat.com now. Nats Detasseling, where hard work meets good times.
Hi, it's Charlie Stone, and here with me is Andy Goodyear, General Manager of Honda of Lincoln. Andy, I know the new Honda sales are going really good right now at Honda of Lincoln, and with that, a lot of fresh trade-ins are coming in. Can you tell our listeners about your pre-owned selection?
I'm happy to, Charlie. Like you said, with new Honda sales going very good, we have a lot of fresh trade-ins coming in daily, and not just Hondas. We have just about every maker model you can imagine, with over 100 pre-owned and certified pre-owned to choose from, and prices starting at just $5,900.
Wow, what about financing?
We have financing as low as 3.29% APR on certified Accords and CRV.
Thanks again, Andy. People love the selection and great service at Honda of Lincoln. Maybe it's time you come experience the Honda of Lincoln way of doing business. 27th and Yankee Hill Road or online at hondaoflincoln.com.
At first, I was really nervous and intimidated to buy a ring. I wasn't sure what I was getting into.
My experience at Starter Heyman was very easy. I felt like I walked out of Starter Heyman with the ring that was going to make her go wow and say yes.
I love my ring. It is so beautiful.
I absolutely love my ring. I get compliments on it all the time. I always tell them Starter Heyman.
Yeah, we would definitely recommend Starter Heyman.
Yeah, it was great.
We're definitely coming back.
Sauter Heyman Jewelers, Lincoln and Grand Island. SauterHeyman.com.
As the chief buffet officer here at Pizza Ranch, I get all kinds of buffet questions. Here's one from Cole.
Is there a real cactus in your cactus bread?
Great question, Cole. No, there is no cactus in our cactus bread, just sweet cinnamony streusel. It's on our buffet every day, along with pizza, chicken, ice cream, and all your other favorites. Even better, at least for your parents, kids eat free on Tuesday nights. And don't worry, Cole, there's no coal in our coleslaw either.
Pizza Ranch, everyone's favorite buffet.
America's been around since 1776. That's nothing. America's still just learning how to party. The Irish? The Irish have been doing it for thousands of years. Party the Irish way at McKinney's Irish Pub in the Haymarket. They've got your favorite Irish beers on tap, along with all the locals and domestics. Plus great house cocktails, a huge selection of Irish whiskey, and the best Irish pub food in town. See the full menu and list of specials online at mckinneyspub.com, or just head down there. McKinney's Irish Pub at 7th and P in the Haymarket.
If you're not going to Memorial Stadium for a home game and don't have any travel plans for away games, there's a great place in Omaha to catch the action, the Inner Rail Food Hall. There's plenty of space. The Backstretch Bar has amazing game specials on game days. $15 Blue Moon and Bud Light pitchers, $6 margaritas, and $6 Moscow mules. And if you're hungry, take in some of their great options from their game day pizza specials. Do football game day right in the Inner Rail Food Hall in Exarban Village in Omaha.
Up your kitchen game with Kitchen Tune-Up. With experienced, creative, and dedicated technicians on their team, Jason, Ron, and the team bring your kitchen dreams to life. Say goodbye to outdated spaces and hello to a renewed, personalized kitchen that will make you the envy of your friends, neighbors, and family. Experience quality craftsmanship and exceptional customer service when you choose Kitchen Tune-Up. Visit kitchentuneup.com/Lincoln-NE today or call 402-200-4697 and achieve the kitchen tune-up of your dreams.
What would you tell a friend who was on the fence about going to Limitless Mail?
I would tell them to go to Limitless today. Don't hesitate. You're going to second guess yourself on if it's the right decision. The staff there is amazing. The treatments work. I'm living proof that it can completely change your life for the better.
Join thousands of men who have changed their lives with testosterone treatment. Slow down the aging process and live life. Schedule your free consult at limitlessmail.com.
Tune in to 93.7 The Ticket as soon as the clock hits 0 for the Jay Foreman postgame show. Listen to expert analysis from the Husker Hall of Famer, an 8-year NFL veteran for 90 minutes after the game. The Jay Foreman postgame show, sponsored by Tanner's Bar and Grill, Vinny Kreekak, and Action Plumbing, Heating, AC, and Electrical on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Gray Diesel and Equipment Services is your go-to place in Lincoln for repairs and maintenance for diesel pickups to Class 8 over-the-road trucks and trailers, from bumper pole utility to full-size semi. Gray performs DOT inspections and are a service provider for fleet companies like ARI, Element Fleet, and FleetNet. They're a family-owned business in operation since 1952, and they keep a clean, friendly shop. Customer service is their top priority. Give Gray Diesel and Equipment Services a visit today with easy access just off I-80 and North 56th Street.
This is the Deep End with Nebraska diver Reagan Hinzig on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
All right, welcome back to the Deep End on 93.7 The Ticket. I'm Reagan Hinsey. If you would like to call or text in, we have the Honda of Lincoln hotline at 402-464-5685. And if you would like to watch the video stream, we have live streams on Facebook, YouTube, Twitch, Twitter, and on Allo Channel 951.
Reagan, it's been a couple weeks since we've done a show together.
Yes, it has.
Pleasure to be back. Good to see you, as always.
Good to see you.
You've been hanging out in the mill
I have.
during the week.
I have.
It's a good place.
It's nice.
It's a cool place just to kind of hang out. Like, I'm one of those people that I can't, when I was in school, I couldn't have complete silence.
Yeah.
And so, like, I needed just, like, I enjoyed going to coffee shops to do homework because it was like, I'm just kind of in my own element, but also there's stuff going on around me and there's like background noise, I guess. Yeah. And so here is perfect because we are kind of wild at the Ticket. We have a good time.
Who was doing push-ups yesterday?
Vershawn. That's Vershawn. Yeah, that's Vershawn. Vershawn was doing push-ups during the commercial break yesterday. But no, I mean, that's the thing is, like, you never know what you're going to get during commercial breaks from some of us. But then you also have a coffee shop that has that vibe as well. So it's a really cool vibe down here at 11th and O.
Well, I think I told Rico this at one point, but I was like, look, this is 2 blocks away from the School of Music, so you're going to get a lot of foot traffic from music students.
Well, and we're starting to see the foot traffic. People are starting to pile into the coffee shop. Come on down, 1040 O Street. If you need a quick, I guess, energy boost before you start tailgating, come on down, hang out, come down to the mill, grab yourself a cup of Joe, and we'll be all good to go as Nebraska will play Michigan here at 2:30. So the foot traffic has slowly picked up over the course of the last couple hours that I've been here. And it's supposed to obviously get quite a bit busier here in the next 3 or 4 hours too. So
yeah, well, I brought my friends yesterday.
You did,
and we stayed for a while.
And then you stayed for the while. You guys got free wings.
Yeah,
that was pretty awesome.
They were like, "Is he just being courteous or is he being serious?" And I was like, "I'm pretty sure he's being serious if he offers them."
Exactly.
But they'd never been here before, and so I was like, "Oh yeah, it's like a new coffee shop.
Yeah,
right down the road."
Yeah, so I mean, huge shout out to the mill, and yeah, you guys got delicious wings from the watering hole yesterday. They were unreal.
Yes,
it was awesome. But like Reagan said, 402-464-5685, the Honda of Lincoln hotline, and the Starter Heyman text line. We're gonna dive into Nebraska football game day experiences.
Yeah.
Okay, because we were just randomly talking off the air about some of our experiences in the student section.
Yeah.
And I don't know if you heard they're going to do a renovation to the Memorial Stadium. Did you see that? So $450 million South Stadium renovation, completely tearing down the South side and rebuilding it with chairbacks. And they're going to put a concourse in the stadium, which is awesome. Oh, I'm huge on concourses.
I didn't hear about that part.
I'm huge on concourses. And because I like the idea, and maybe this is just me, but once again, let me know on the text line. I am one of those guys that if I'm watching a baseball game, if I'm watching a football game, there's a moment where I don't want to miss the game, but I want to see the stadium. Like, let's take a lap.
Yeah.
Like a baseball, it's always, let's take a lap and we'll walk around throughout the entire outfield. You can do it at Haymarket Park. You can do it up at Warner Park with the Storm Chasers. You can do it at Kauffman Stadium down in Kansas City. Like, it's like, I just want to take a lap.
Yeah.
And you couldn't do that at Memorial Stadium. Well, with concourses, you can. Without missing any of the game. You can watch it from the concourse. And I think it's just going to alleviate a lot of traffic and a lot of just congested areas in Memorial Stadium.
Yeah. I think the only downside is the capacity is decreasing by like 20,000.
That's right.
Or 15,000 or whatever.
Yeah, it's going to be about 75,000 people at the capacity now. Which, I mean, yes, it's a disappointment because it puts like Nebraska in the middle of the road, I guess, for Big Ten stadiums. But also, Nebraska's going to fill it, and the 75,000 that are there are going to be much more comfortable.
Yeah.
And part of that does play a factor into it.
Yeah.
Like it certainly plays a factor. And you also, as much as maybe people don't want to know, and acknowledge this, you also want it to be a place that visiting fans enjoy coming to.
Yeah.
Like whether that's fans of the other team, whether that's Nebraska fans from other states, like that you want them to come in and feel like they're enjoying Memorial Stadium so that they come back and that they also tell other visiting fans, hey, you guys should go to Nebraska.
Yeah. Well, I called my dad yesterday and he was talking about it and he was like, yes, like there are less seats, but you get a lot of the extra seating now from just cramming people in to the benches. Like you can't do that with seat backs.
Plus it's bad with backs and all that. Like, like the benches are uncomfortable. And
for 3 hours,
I'm not a fan of the benches. And so for people that are pro bench, I mean, you can still sit in the North Stadium as those will still have benches, but East, West, and South will all have seat backs. And so I think that's something to take note of. Okay, now also a change with the renovations is Trev Alberts said that they're going to make the students maybe a little bit more of a priority.
What?
Where they're going to be directly behind the end zone in the South instead of up in the corner.
Really? I did not hear that part.
Yes. And so we've talked about it to where sometimes the student section is not the most enjoyable place to be.
Yeah.
And a lot of it's because of some decisions of the students.
Mm-hmm.
But also you felt kind of separated from the game at times up in the corner.
It's in the very, very top corner.
Yeah.
And if you're in the very, very back, you can barely see.
Yeah. And I think a lot of times, unfortunately, it's looked at as a social event.
Yeah.
Right. And so, we've had our tough, experiences. I think I've only sat in the student section twice.
My visit here was Scott Frost's first game.
Akron?
Yeah.
Wow.
The one that got rained out.
The one that got rained out, yep.
And the student athlete section was in the back of the student section at that time.
Okay.
Like the student athlete section now is behind the band.
Yep.
But it used to be in the very, very back. So it started raining.
Behind the band.
And now we're behind the band. Yes.
Tough to see?
Not at all.
Okay. I didn't know with all the tubas and all that. If it was difficult to see.
They put their tubas on or their sousaphones on when they play, and then they just take them right back off.
You said sousaphones like 3 or 4 times. What does that mean?
So a tuba is the instrument that they hold for like concerts.
Okay.
A sousaphone is the swirly one that they put over their head for marching band.
Okay.
It's
So
basically the same thing.
Okay, gotcha.
But one of them is way easier to carry.
I can tell, like under your breath, you were subtly correcting me, like it's not a tuba, it's a sousaphone. So
it's just because I've been corrected so many times.
Okay.
So
well, it's all right. It's a sousaphone, so we'll call it sousaphones from now on.
They're basically tubas. Yeah.
Okay. Anyway, continue with your story.
What was I saying?
About sitting behind the band section.
Oh, yeah. So for Scott Frost's first game, we were in the very back and it started raining and it took us forever to get out of there. So we were just like soaked.
On your visit?
On my visit.
Talk about how your visits go. I know this is completely off topic. We'll get back to the game day experience. But I think Nebraska fans might not know what all plays into a non-football recruit visit.
Okay.
So tell the listeners about what your visit. Walk us through your visit when you visited Nebraska.
So, as being a recruit, or as being somebody already on the team hosting a recruit?
Both. Let's start with you as a recruit because we'll go through both.
It is a long, like 36 hours.
Okay.
I think I cried at the end of my visit just because I was so exhausted, and it was my first visit, so I had no idea what to expect. And like I just was like bombarded with so much information that like overload.
Yeah.
And everybody's like, "Are you okay?" And I was like, "Yeah, I'm fine." But you get here either really late Thursday night or really early Thursday morning.
Yeah.
And you get up at like 5 a.m. and the coaches are like, "All right, let's go get some Starbucks." So we went and got Starbucks at 12th and P.
Yeah.
And then we went to morning practice to watch the swimmers because the swimmers practice from 6 to 8.
Gotcha.
Divers practice from 7 to 9. And so then we watched that. And then after that, then it's all the tours on the Friday.
Yeah.
So it's all the athletic tours. So nutrition, Alvin Banks is our what's the word? Advisor.
Yeah.
And then we go on the stadium when there's nobody on it. And then we tour we tour the stadium. We go up to the 6th floor where all the press is and stuff. And then we have meetings with our selected department that we wanted to go into.
Gotcha.
So I went into college wanting to be a forensic scientist.
That's right. Before music.
Yes. So I went to Kasner,
Okay.
which is on East Campus.
Oh, so you had a little bit of a drive.
Mhm.
Not very far, but just
No.
it was just another thing you had to do.
Yeah. And then all of those meetings are done. You eat lunch, and then you go watch afternoon practice.
Gotcha.
Divers are 2 to 5 on certain days, and then swimmers are 2:30 to 4:30. And so where was I going? Oh yeah. And then after practice, it's kind of like meetings are over. You're kind of with the team. And so we eat dinner at training table, which is like the dining hall for student athletes.
Yeah.
And then we kind of do whatever. Like I think on my visit, we went and got 402 Creamery.
Gotcha.
And then Saturday is you go watch morning practice again, and you have the option to swim at the rec. Divers don't have that option. And then the team takes over.
I see. Now, as a host,
It's a long 36 hours.
I was just gonna say, okay, so as a host, walk us through that.
Well, okay. We have recruits every home football game.
Okay.
So it's just like
Every home football
every
game.
home football game we have
Okay.
recruits. So it depends on if you're a host or not. If you're a host, like you're supposed to be like attached at the hip with your recruit.
Gotcha.
And so then if you have class, obviously go to class, but then you try to go to as many meetings with them as possible. And you go through the same process, all that jazz. They watch you practice, but then on Saturday, when the coaches kind of hand the recruits to us, it's the host's job to make sure that they're entertained.
Gotcha. Wow.
Yeah.
So when you hosted somebody, what did you guys do?
We went bowling one time.
Because how well do you know these recruits?
You don't.
Okay. So you don't know their interests. You don't know anything about them.
No. The day before, we'd go to like the bookstore so they could get a T-shirt for the game.
Was
If
it
you
a simple one that said Nebraska?
Yeah.
Just a simple one?
Yeah.
Okay.
If you were a host, you got to go to the pregame lunch. If
Okay.
it was like a 2:30 or a night
Yeah.
game, they have lunch in the indoor practice field for the hosts and the recruits, which is they have like a bunch of games. Trev comes and talks for a little bit, and
Yeah.
he's like, "Can't wait, go Big Red, woo!" And then we go on the field
Every Saturday.
every home game. Yeah,
Every home game, I should say.
Yeah.
So then you guys went bowling. Did you do anything else after that?
We just went back to our places and watched like a movie because they were like, "I'm exhausted," and we were like,
Yeah.
"That's fair. Like this
Yeah.
is your weekend. You get to like we have stuff planned, but if you don't want to do that, you just say
Well, yeah.
no. I don't want to do that." Like
Yeah.
so.
And then, so did the people that you hosted, did they come here? Did you ever get anybody to commit?
I did.
There you go. So you must not have done a bad job.
Yeah, my host was 3 for 3 in her
Wow.
recruits. Yeah,
Jeez.
I actually saw
crazy.
her yesterday because
That's good.
she got her graduate degree at Michigan.
Okay.
So she's here for the game.
Dang. Well, let's hope that we go home happy and she does not.
Well, she's rooting for Nebraska.
Okay.
She brought all her
Then we're
friends that
okay.
are rooting for Michigan.
Yeah.
but she's rooting for Nebraska.
Gotcha. All right. Well, let's go ahead and take a break because I think that's a good stopping point. When we come back, let's dive back into the student situations.
Okay.
Because we were both there at College Game Day in 2019 also.
Yes.
And it was quite the experience at times.
Yeah.
You don't necessarily remember. I vividly remember my deal.
I wasn't there the whole time because we had practice.
Oh, that's right.
So we got there late.
I camped out, just to give a little teaser. I camped out starting at 10:30 on Friday. And I was there from 10:30 till the start of game day. So it's a no. We were good. Well, it was more of we got to save our spots and let's just take shifts back to the dorm room to shower and clean up, but we got to save our spot. So anyway, let's talk about that when we come back. Take it away.
And we'll be right back on 93.7 The Ticket.
What would you tell a friend who was on the fence about going to Limitless Mail?
I would tell them to go to Limitless today. Don't hesitate. You're going to second guess yourself on if it's the right decision. The staff there is amazing. The treatments work. I'm living proof it can completely change your life for the better.
Join thousands of men who have changed their lives with testosterone treatment. Slow down the aging process and live life. Schedule your free consult at limitlessmail.com.
Tune in to 93.7 The Ticket as soon as the clock hits 0 for the Jay Foreman postgame show. Listen to expert analysis from the Husker Hall of Famer, an 8-year NFL veteran, for 90 minutes after the game. The Jay Foreman postgame show, sponsored by Tanner's Bar and Grill, Vinny Kreekak, and Action Plumbing, Heating, AC, and Electrical on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
So I switched my insurance to State Farm, and get this. I talked to an actual State Farm agent who lives in my actual town. And get this. My actual agent in my actual town gave me actual help with the coverage I needed. And get this. My actual agent in my actual town who gave me actual help actually knows my name. And get this. They actually say it's called service.
Call your local State Farm agent, Vinny Kreekak, at 402-474-1173. Sunday morning. It's quiet. Not in a weird, too quiet way. Calm, peaceful, tranquil. You pour yourself that cup of coffee. You slice yourself a hearty chunk of one of Beatrice Bakery's breakfast breads. Now, maybe you're an apple streusel guy. Nothing wrong with that. I can respect that. Personally, I'm a turtle nut man. Something about those pecans. But the real ones know, don't sleep on that date nut bread. Sweet, but not too sweet. Nutty, not overly. The perfect morning treat. Beatrice Bakery. Online at beatricebakery.com. Welcome to our world of yum.
When it comes to tackling your fall projects, having the right equipment can make a huge difference. At Sunbelt Rentals, they have an extensive line of tools and equipment to help complete any job. From lawn and landscape equipment to hand tools, pressure washers, portable generators for you tailgaters, and much more. Sunbelt Rentals makes it easy to get what you need when you need it. Drop in to see the experts at 5450 Alvo Road in Lincoln, or visit sunbeltrentals.com today to learn how Sunbelt Rentals can make it happen for you.
At Parkview Animal Hospital in Lincoln, it's not just the professional care that sets them apart, but their warm staff and state-of-the-art facilities. Whether it's for a routine checkup or a comprehensive medical procedure, at Parkview, your pet isn't just another number, but a valued member of their caring family. Visit them at pahlincoln.com today and in person just south of 14th and Pine Lake Road. Parkview Animal Hospital, your pet, our passion. For happier, healthier furry friends.
Hi, my name is Molly Party. I'm a realtor with MP Dodge Real Estate. I'm a newly licensed agent and considered numerous brokerages before deciding on MP Dodge. I chose the company that gives me the most support in my new career, plus guidance and encouragement along the way. MP Dodge has a unique mentoring program for new agents. It's helped jumpstart my career and has a supportive management team and administrative staff. So if you're contemplating a career in real estate, look no further than MP Dodge. It will be the best decision you make.
Hi, it's Charlie Stone, and here with me is Andy Goodyear, General Manager of Honda of Lincoln. Andy, I know the new Honda sales are going really good right now at Honda of Lincoln, and with that, a lot of fresh trade-ins are coming in. Can you tell our listeners about your pre-owned selection?
I'm happy to, Charlie. Like you said, with new Honda sales going very good, we have a lot of fresh trade-ins coming in daily, and not just Hondas. We have just about every maker model you can imagine, with over 100 pre-owned and certified pre-owned to choose from, and prices starting at just $5,900.
Wow, what about financing?
We have financing as low as 3.29% APR on certified Accords and CRV.
Thanks again, Andy. People love the selection and great service at Honda of Lincoln. Maybe it's time you come experience the Honda of Lincoln way of doing business. 27th and Yankee Hill Road or online at hondaoflincoln.com.
Load up on meat and more this fall at the Mercado by Certified Piedmontese at 84th and Havelock. This week's specials through October 3rd are buy a New York strip and get a free finished flat iron steak. And don't forget to check out their Friday feast this week and every week. Plus, don't forget their 2 new locations now open at 30th and Yankee Hill in Lincoln and 168th and Maple in Omaha. Get to the Mercado today for the best meat in town. At Ascend Aesthetics, they understand that you want results and you want them fast. That's why they've developed the fastest weight loss and body toning programs that are clinically proven to shed extra fat, boost muscle mass, and tighten skin without having to spend hours at the gym. Reveal your leaner physique, ignite your testosterone levels, and boost your energy with personalized plans tailored to your goals. Learn more at slimdowne.com or call 402-480-6680. Ascend Aesthetics, where transformation begins.
If you have concerns about your drinking water, just call Bryant. If your water doesn't look right, smell right, or taste right, Bryant can help. If your water has high levels of iron, Bryant can help. If you're tired of foggy dishes and dingy clothes, Bryant can help. Whatever your home water needs are, Bryant is here with a solution to fit your needs. Be sure about your water. Just call 467-1111. Bryant Air Conditioning, Heating, Electrical, and Plumbing. We do whatever it takes.
At first, I was really nervous and intimidated to buy a ring. I wasn't sure what I was getting into.
My experience at Starter Heyman was very easy. I felt like I walked out of Starter Heyman with the ring that was going to make her go wow and say yes.
I love my ring. It is so beautiful.
I absolutely love my ring. I get compliments on it all the time. I always tell them Starter Heyman.
Yeah, we would definitely recommend Starter Heyman.
Yeah, it was great.
We're definitely coming back.
Sure. Sutter Heyman Jewelers, Lincoln and Grand Island. SutterHeyman.com.
Rico here with HIS Auto Care at 70th and Van Dorn, letting you know HIS is a great place to bring your vehicle for service. With superior service, bumper to bumper, we'll treat your vehicle like it's your mother's. Doesn't get any better than that. So call 402-488-8934 and HIS Auto will make you glad you did. 5% off, mention this ad, and for sure your mother will be proud you called. 402-488-8934, HIS Auto Care, 70th and Van Dorn. God bless you.
Rosie Sports Bar and Grill, open for lunch and dinner at 10th and P or at 1501 Center Park Road.
Big box stores are tempting for buying equipment for your high schooler in sports or for yourself in your sports leisures. But buying new is awfully expensive. Why not go somewhere with new and used options? Play It Again Sports has quality, slightly to gently used equipment, and 50% of their inventory is actually new equipment. And it's more than baseball, softball, and golf. They also have equipment for disc golf, fitness, hockey, and more. Plus, they're always buying products. Bring your gear you're done with and get trade money on the spot. Play It Again Sports at 48th and Vine.
93.7 The Ticket has moved downtown, and you're invited to join us for new beginnings. Join us for our grand opening on Thursday, October 5th at 6 p.m. to celebrate our new space with ribbon cuttings and more. Raising Cane's will be on site to provide entertainment and prizes as we bring downtown Lincoln the newest hangout spot for its favorite radio station. It's 93.7 The Ticket's grand opening at the new 11th and O location, sponsored by Raising Cane's. Tune in throughout the week for more information on times.
General contractors, business owners, property owners. The success of your business requires doing business with the right people. And the right people when it comes to drywall, acoustical ceilings, and specialty products are at Premier Drywall. Kevin and his crew will give your project the response and attention it deserves.
You'll get all of the attention to detail and quality that you would expect from someone who's been in the business for 30 years. For your new builds, build-outs, or renovations, reach out to Kevin. Kevin at PremierDW.com. Premier Drywall in Lincoln.
Warning, this ad will use the F word often, so listen at your own risk. Family fun, fun with friends, freedom from fuel, free Yeti cooler, free driveway delivery. Hey, this is Carl from Nebraska Golf Carts and Priced Right Auto, and we have the all-electric Bentelli Fun Carts, and they are a blast. Plenty of fun colors, and these street legal carts come in both 4 and 6 passenger. Tell us you heard us on the ticket and get a free Yeti cooler with your purchase. Hurry, supply is limited. Check them out at 1235 West O in Lincoln or NebraskaGolfCarts.com.
Back to the deep end with Reagan and Madison on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
All right, welcome back to the Deep End on 93.7 The Ticket. I'm Reagan Hinsey. If you would like to call or text in, we have the Honda of Lincoln hotline and the Starter Heyman text line.
Yeah.
At 402-464-5685. I forgot that last time.
That's okay.
And if you would like to see our faces, we are live streaming on Facebook, YouTube, Twitch, Twitter, and on ALA Channel 951.
Got a busy day ahead as we'll have pregame coverage on the A1 Automotive Ticket Tailgate pregame show starting in about 26 minutes or so. But we first got to wrap this thing up here because we talked about game day experiences and college game day when they came to Lincoln in 2019, moving away from the game because it was a 48-7 Ohio State victory over Nebraska that day.
Yeah, we're not going to talk about that.
Yeah, we don't need to worry about that.
Well, I don't never hear the end of it because my cousin played volleyball for Ohio State.
Okay. I think I do remember you saying something about that.
So I never hear the end of it whenever they beat us.
Well, Ohio State's pretty good. They're usually pretty good.
Only pretty good. Not
and unfortunately the last couple of years Nebraska has not been very good.
No.
So but nonetheless, so college game day in 2019.
Yes.
When Nebraska hosted them. Now, here's the deal. My buddies and I, we camped out starting at 10:30 a.m. on that Friday. Okay.
Oh, a.m.
10:30 a.m. on that Friday.
I thought you just stayed the night.
No. 10:30 a.m. on that Friday. We ended up staying there and awake all night. And leading up to that point, it was a blast. It was one of the coolest college experiences I've had because everybody's just in a line. You're pumped up because Nebraska at that point was like 3-1 overall. Everybody's like, Nebraska's going to beat number 5 Ohio State tomorrow. Yeah. There was also there was excitement about Scott Frost. And there was rumors of like Dwayne Wade, who's the guest picker, is going to be showing up at night and hanging out with the students. Scott Frost is going to come on down and hang out with us. Neither one of those happened.
Oh.
Okay. We all had our college game day signs that we made, just put up in the, in the stands and all that, or not in the stands, but in the college game day crowd when the show started. Well, they were very specific on gates will not open until 6 a.m. The gates for we won't let people into the pit until 6 a.m. At 4:30 a.m., somebody yelled at the front that the gates are open. And I'm not going to yell on the air, but you can imagine somebody just yelling, "They're open."
Oh, stampede.
And there was a massive rush. Forget the line that you were in. A massive rush towards the pit.
Was it even open?
It was not open.
Oh.
However, we all got stuck in this giant pit before the pit.
Yeah.
With all of our game day signs, all of our gear that we brought to camp out and hang out with was just sitting back in the concrete on the empty parking lot on the east side of the stadium. And you have to raise your arms in the air to get more space. People are bumping into everybody. It's horrible. Stinky. And you're like, somebody yelled that, everybody ran, and the gates don't open for another hour and a half.
Did you get anything taken since all of your stuff was?
No, so we didn't get anything taken because I had a couple buddies that took stuff back to our dorms. But here's the issue is when students get bored, and to my knowledge, there's no alcohol obviously involved at this point. To my knowledge, everybody has their signs and everybody has Monsters and snacks and chocolate milk. They start chucking things back and forth. And so we had seriously people where it was like divided into two sides. And I kid you not how bad this was. Two sides. One side would throw something. The other side would throw something back. And you would have to put your signs up to block yourself from getting hit in the head with a full can of Monster, with a chocolate donut, those little Hostess donuts.
Yeah.
You would have to put your signs up. My sign that I made got hit with a full can of Monster.
Did it rip?
And the sign didn't rip because I put it on like the cardboard.
Oh, okay.
But the Monster splat and it busted open and it spilled all over everybody on the sign. Because everybody had to use their signs and hold them above their heads so they didn't get hit with food, chocolate milk, Monster. It was horrible. And so that's when it turned into one of the worst experiences of my life. And we were there for an hour and a half of just that nonstop. It's just a giant group of people.
So then at 6 a.m. when the gates open, well, the show doesn't start till 8.
Yeah.
So then you have to wait 2 more hours. Everybody who wasn't chucking donuts back and forth, by the way, one of the guys that got in trouble for chucking stuff back and forth went to my high school. I knew him.
Oh, for the people that are just listening, I'm not talking because my jaw is on the floor.
Yeah. Here's the deal. And so unfortunately, like, we all get into the pit now, and it's once again claustrophobic. And like, we knew that coming in. But then at the end of it all, the show started. I left after the first commercial break because I was like, I'm not doing this anymore. Because also people don't understand that so you can see there's like a TV on the back of College Game Day that you can see what's being shown on people's TV at home.
Yeah.
When the crowd's not being shown, you don't have to hold your sign up.
Yeah.
People didn't get that. People didn't realize what that meant. And so everybody for the entire show was holding their sign up. So if you weren't in the first row, your entire vision was blocked. So I went back, slept, took a nap, came back down, went to the game, and left at halftime because it was 47-0 or whatever it was at halftime, like 30-0. One of the worst experiences of my life.
Goodness. I don't like that. We had practice that morning, so I did not stay the night or anything remotely close to it. I think we literally just like walked by it.
Yeah, it was not like, but like I said, from 10:30 a.m. when we got there, we were like 8th or 9th in line.
Yeah.
At 10:30 a.m. on that Friday. From 10:30 a.m. up until 4:30 a.m. the next morning, greatest experience of my life. We were playing football in the parking lots. Like, it felt like you were the 8 or 9-year-old kid playing sports just out in the street.
Yeah.
It was awesome. But then it took a turn for the worst. And it was horrible. They had music going all night. Like, it was a party. It was fun.
Did you get chocolate milk spilled on you?
No. But I'm saying on the back of my College Game Day sign that eventually got taken away, mind you, because the people in College Game Day didn't let my sign come into the pit, which it wasn't bad or anything. But nonetheless, it had Monster stains on the back because when somebody threw the Monster, I had my sign up to like block myself because it was dark. You can't see anything. So people are just getting pelted.
So if you didn't have your sign up, you would have.
You could have gotten. Yeah, I would have gotten drilled with a Monster. That's how bad and stupid it was. So thankfully, we're not in the student section anymore.
Well, fast forward to 2023. Isn't Barstool here this week?
Yeah. So we'll see what happens. I don't know. But I don't know. How's your game day experiences been?
They've been pretty fine. We don't have to like rush or anything. There have been times where like, yes, we have to save seats for recruits.
Yeah.
So that's a little stressful because the student athlete section, the student athlete section isn't that big. But other than that, they're fine. Like, we can walk in like halfway through the game and still have seats, which is nice.
Whoa.
Not halfway, but like halfway. Like, we don't have to get there like an hour before to get a good seat.
Gotcha. Yeah, that's not the case with the general students.
Yeah.
I mean, and that's one good thing. Like, I will say there's a group of students that handle it really well and are there for the game, but then they get overshadowed and the entire situation gets kind of ruined at times by the rest of them.
All for the student section, I just see cops everywhere carrying people out.
Yeah.
So students, please do not lock your knees when you are standing. You will pass out.
What do you mean?
If you lock your knees for really long, you pass out.
Really?
Yeah. I learned that from singing.
I was
like
not aware of that.
So like today, it's going to be really hot. Just bend your knees every once in a while.
Really?
Yeah. Because a lot of the times, like, yes, people show up to the games drunk, all that jazz.
Yep.
But a lot of the times, people just pass out from pure heat exhaustion and from locking their knees for too long.
That's unbelievable.
Yeah.
I never knew that you could pass out by locking your knees.
Like, if you're just standing with your knees hyperextended, that like restricts blood flow. I think.
So then putting a music spin on it, as a singer, do you have to like not I don't want to say slouch because that's not the right word, but like move?
After every song, I bend my knees.
Whoa.
Yeah.
That's incredible. That's crazy. All right. Well, you learn something new every day, I suppose.
Yeah.
So, all right. Well, when we come back, let's talk a little bit about today's game. Are you going today?
Yes, I am.
Okay. Let's talk a little bit about it.
All right. We'll be right back on 93.7 The Ticket.
Ready to upgrade your combine with new technology to make your harvest more efficient, meaning more money in your pocket? The team at Landmark Implement is here to help find the right combine for harvest. Plus, when you purchase a pre-owned combine from Landmark, you are backed by Landmark's extensive parts and service network, along with mobile techs and parts drop-off points to keep you up and running, reducing downtime. View inventory online at landmarkimp.com or stop by your local Landmark to experience the Landmark difference.
Belmont Chiropractic and Novotny Nutrition and Wellness specialize in getting rid of people's pain quickly and permanently. For 31 years, they've been extremely successful with advanced techniques in pain relief using spinal adjustments and decompression, detoxification, diet and lifestyle modification, and more. They are fully equipped to handle the most seasonal athlete, weekend warrior, car accidents, strains, sprains, and more. Is there anywhere you're experiencing pain on your body, or are you fighting decreased energy and depression? Consult Belmont Chiropractic and Novotny Nutrition and Wellness first at 402-476-8619.
Hi, my name is Molly Party. I'm a realtor with MP Dodge Real Estate. I'm a newly licensed agent and considered numerous brokerages before deciding on MP Dodge. I chose the company that gives me the most support in my new career, plus guidance and encouragement along the way. MP Dodge has a unique mentoring program for new agents. It's helped jumpstart my career and has a supportive management team and administrative staff. So if you're contemplating a career in real estate, look no further than MP Dodge. It will be the best decision you make.
At first, I was really nervous and intimidated to buy a ring. I wasn't sure what I was getting into.
My experience at Starter Heyman was very easy. I felt like I walked out of Starter Heyman with the ring that was going to make her go wow and say yes.
I love my ring. It is so beautiful.
I absolutely love my ring. I get compliments on it all the time. I always tell them Starter Heyman.
Yeah, we would definitely recommend Starter Heyman.
Yeah, it was great.
We're definitely coming back.
Sure. Sutter Heyman Jewelers, Lincoln and Grand Island. SutterHeyman.com.
September is one of the best months of the year with college football and all the other fall sports underway. All the excitement of the games brings major stress, and stress causes tight muscles and pain. It's time to call The Body Shop, your place in Lincoln for all types of massages: deep tissue, hydrating, sports, Swedish, hot stone, aroma, and more. And don't forget about their couples massages. Eliminate the pain from sports watching stress today with a massage at The Body Shop at 48th and A and online at thebodyshoplincoln.com.
Picture a hot summer day, sun blazing in the fields as far as the eye can see. Now imagine, you're a teenager making bank, all while enjoying the great outdoors. Welcome to Nats Detasseling Inc., where they're not afraid to sweat. This summer, join the Nats team for an unforgettable experience. Forge friendships, learn responsibility, and earn money. Visit notafraidtosweat.com now. Nats Detasseling, where hard work meets good times.
Discover the difference that expertise and experience can make in your real estate journey with Next Ag Appraisal and Realty. Whether you need an appraisal, sales, or farm management, Next Ag comes up with a solution with your legacy and goals in mind. Next Ag isn't just their name, it's your future. So why wait? Visit their website today at www.nextagrealestate.com or give them a call at 402-380-0432 and turn your dreams into reality. Your land, your legacy, their solution. Next Ag Appraisal and Realty.
You're counting on your team to win, so why not prove it? By placing your bets at Warhorse Sportsbook. Their win is your win. Put your money where your mouth is on nearly every sporting event. Use the Warhorse app to check odds and build your bets before placing your wagers in person at Warhorse Casino, including live in-game betting. No bets, no glory. Wagers may only be placed on Nebraska-based teams when played outside the state of Nebraska. Must be 21 or older to gamble. Gambling problem? Call 1-833-BET-OVER.
It's football season, and that means coaches everywhere are busy making game plans. I'm Matt Knipe with Liberty Law Group. Teams make game plans because no two opponents are the same. At Liberty Law, we understand that no two cases are the same. Whether facing a DUI, criminal charge, or you were injured and it wasn't your fault, we tailor our legal game plan to meet your unique needs. We are relentless trial attorneys serving all of Nebraska. To learn more, go to libertylawnebraska.com. That's libertylawnebraska.com.
September is one of the best months of the year with college football and all the other fall sports underway. All the excitement of the games brings major stress, and stress causes tight muscles and pain. It's time to call The Body Shop, your place in Lincoln for all types of massages: deep tissue, hydrating, sports, Swedish, hot stone, aroma, and more. And don't forget about their couples massages. Eliminate the pain from sports watching stress today with a massage at The Body Shop at 48th and A and online at thebodyshoplincoln.com.
If you're in Seward or Milford, listen up. Select Plumbing is now servicing your area with no trip charges from Lincoln. Select Plumbing works on a variety of issues for your home and business, including general plumbing, water heaters, faucet and fixture repair, underground sewer and water repairs, backflow testing, and more. Keep your property free from leaks and other issues. Call today for a free estimate at 402-560-6197. It's not just Lincoln, Waverly, and the surrounding area anymore. It's also Seward and Milford with no trip charges. Contact Select Plumbing to inquire at 402-560-6197.
Tune in to 93.7 The Ticket as soon as the clock hits 0 for the Jay Foreman postgame show. Listen to expert analysis from the Husker Hall of Famer, an 8-year NFL veteran, for 90 minutes after the game. The Jay Foreman postgame show, sponsored by Tanner's Bar and Grill, Vinny Kreekak, and Action Plumbing, Heating, AC, and Electrical on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
As the chief buffet officer here at Pizza Ranch, I get all kinds of buffet questions. Here's one from Cole.
Is there a real cactus in your cactus bread?
Great question, Cole. No, there is no cactus in our cactus bread, just sweet cinnamony streusel. It's on our buffet every day, along with pizza, chicken, ice cream, and all your other favorites. Even better, at least for your parents, kids eat free on Tuesday nights. And don't worry, Cole, there's no coal in our coleslaw either.
Pizza Ranch, everyone's favorite buffet.
It's not often a man wakes up and says, I feel the best I have in years. We hear this all the time at Limitless Mail, and it can happen to you when you go to Limitless Mail and get a blood test to see what your body is missing. That's how simple it is. Schedule a free consult with Limitless Mail. Discuss your symptoms. Do the blood test. If your lab results say you're low in testosterone, we can fix that. Age is just a number. You can feel your best again. Just ask Limitless Mail.
Working at Continental in Lincoln isn't a job, it's a career. And right now, they've raised wages again, and they're hiring for production operators at $24.62 per hour, which grows to $28.97 per hour within 3 years. Skilled trade positions now start at $33.36 per hour, with opportunities to make more based on certifications. Continental also has salary jobs available and great benefits, plus medical and prescription costs at very low premiums. Dental, vision, and life insurance are offered at no premium cost to the associates, with increased bonuses and vacation for new hires. To learn more or apply, go to continentaljobs.com with keyword Lincoln. Come work at Continental today.
Back to the deep end with Reagan and Madison on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
All right, welcome to the last segment of the Deep End on 93.7 The Ticket. I'm Reagan Hinsey. If you'd like to call or text in, we have the Honda of Lincoln hotline and the Sutter Haven Jewelers text line at 402-464-5685. And if you would like to watch the video stream, we are live streaming on Facebook, YouTube, Twitch, Twitter, and on ALA Channel 951.
Yep. Michigan, Nebraska today. 2:30 p.m. kickoff. The rest of the crew is slowly arriving for our pregame coverage here. That'll start in less than 10 minutes or so with Jake and Sip to kick things off on the A1 Automotive Ticket Tailgate pregame show. All right, today, Nebraska, Michigan. You got friends that earned graduate degree at Michigan.
Yes.
They're back in town cheering for Nebraska.
Yes.
What are we thinking about today?
I'm not going in that hopeful.
Okay. That's okay. At least you're honest with yourself.
Well, I feel like there's a lot of delusion sometimes.
Okay.
And that's a really hot take, I know. But I don't want to I'd rather go in not expecting much and getting more than what I was expecting than
you know what? I'm happy.
Yeah, than getting my hopes up and not getting that.
Yeah. Well, I think a lot of times over the last couple of years, Nebraska fans, myself included, I've gotten the hopes up oh yeah, I think Nebraska can get it done today.
Yeah.
And then you walk away and they didn't get it done. And you sit there and you walk away disappointed rather than, as you're saying, walk in expecting, all right, Nebraska might get blown out today.
Yeah.
And then, hey, they only lose by 10 points.
Yeah. If it's
all
close,
right.
I'll be
I'll
be happy.
Yeah. Nebraska played all right.
Yeah.
Bryce on the text line says she's got the right mindset.
Oh, thank
So there
you.
you go. It's
Thank
maybe
you.
it's not a hot take. Husker fans delusional.
I wouldn't go that
Reagan
far.
Hensey, that's what she
no,
said.
I
She
did
said
not
it.
say that.
See, now we have this. Gorilla Bear. Gorilla Bear on the text line says game will be handled by halftime. Nebraska will score 1 pity touchdown. How about that?
That's a hot take.
Yeah, maybe. And then he says Matt Rule will move to 2-19 versus top 25 teams in his career. Yikes. We got Skurs by 90 on the text line too.
Oh,
there you go.
I think the biggest thing for me is to be able to watch the Huskers perform in the fourth quarter.
Play 4 quarters of football.
Yeah.
Please. 4 whole quarters.
Because I feel like that's where in the past we've shot ourselves in the foot.
Yeah, I agree.
So I usually will stay and look at the fourth quarter at least. And because most people will leave at halftime. But
yeah, because it's a social event.
It is a social event.
We need to make it not a social event. I don't know how we'll ever get there,
Be good.
Win.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, Notorious B.I.B. says, good show today, guys. I liked hearing Nick's story about using his sign to block flying debris. Shields up. Do it. All right. So we got about 2 minutes left here. You guys, Twizzlers gives a prediction 26-21 as well in favor of Nebraska.
Wow.
How about
I don't even know where to start when it comes to giving a prediction of score because I'm always so far off.
Well, so hold on. Now this is part of it. We do need a prediction though before we get you out of here.
What?
Yep.
What's your prediction?
I will give mine on the Ticket Tailgate pregame show.
That's a cop out.
I will be on. I think I'm on at noon, maybe 12:30. So I'll give mine after that.
I'll say 35-17.
Nebraska?
No.
Jeez.
Maybe in a year.
Okay, there you go. Bryce says 28-3 Michigan.
Okay.
All right. Well, that'll do it for us here on the deep end. Nick Standard, Reagan Hensey. As don't go anywhere. We'll have the A1 Automotive Ticket Tailgate pregame show coming up in just a few moments. Send us away, Reagan.
All right. I'm Reagan Hensey, and I'll see you next week.
Are you working in or looking to get into the electrical construction industry? The electrical workers of Local Union 265 are now hiring licensed journeymen and apprentices and are offering great pay and benefits. Call Mike at 402-875-1034 to apply. Start your electrical career today.
It's not often a man wakes up and says, I feel the best I have in years. We hear this all the time at Limitless Mail, and it can happen to you when you go to Limitless Mail and get a blood test to see what your body is missing. That's how simple it is. Schedule a free consult with Limitless Mail. Discuss your symptoms. Do the blood test. If your lab results say you're low in testosterone,